Hey guys, I'm back with a brand new video. I'm so excited. Fall is here. I've got my pumpkin set up. I've got what doesn't say fall, like a new iPhone release. I've got my iPhone 6 here. Just really excited. I've got a vampy sort of lip going on and green shadow, and I'm just so ready for fall. So I thought I would start off with one of my first videos for the fall season, and that is my favorite fall eyeshadow palettes. And the good thing about this is that you can get all of these palettes. There are 4 that are actually, 6 that are actually out in stores now, and 1 is limited edition because I absolutely love it, but you can still get the individual shades at the store. You just can't get it in palette form right now. But anyway, without further ado, alright, so a lot of these things I actually haven't done individual videos on yet, but most of them, well, yes, most of them have been featured on my blog already. So let's start out with the new, the stuff you haven't seen on my YouTube channel. And one of my favorite shadows for fall is Charlotte Tilbury. And I mentioned this back in my Tom Ford reviews that I was so excited for Charlotte Tilbury's line. She's a makeup artist, she's very famous, she's over in the UK. But the shipping prices from the UK to America were like astronomical. So I never bought anything, but luckily September, this is when I'm filming this video, I'm not sure when this is going up, she started selling in Nordstrom, she's at Beautylish and all of that in the American market, so I'm really excited. And this first one here, and the packaging is really shiny, so you can't really tell, but this is the Glamour Muse, and this is so pretty. It's got a dark purple glitter here. Can you even see that? I'll get a closer swatch. A dark purple glitter here, a kind of little hint of purplish gray shadow, a little rose shadow, and a nice shimmer shade. And these are so pretty, and I love the shadows. I love the texture. And its sister, because you know I just can't get one. These are $52, by the way. The sister is the Rebel, and that's actually what I'm wearing right now, and this is going to be so pretty when it's time for Christmas, and it kind of clashes with my shirt. Look, it's like the same thing. But yeah, this is the Rebel, and it's just such a pretty green color. I love green and purple shadows, so I had to get these. So yeah, all of hers are kind of similar to like the Tom Ford ones, and they go kind of the glitter overspray shade, a kind of dark definer shade, a mid-tone, olive and lid shade, and a highlight shade right here. And I love this, and it is so pretty on women of color. It's just gorgeous. Or even if you just have brown eyes. Cause yeah. What is my hair doing? Again, guys, I don't know how everyone loves Eco Styler, but I tried it for like first time in a while, and I absolutely hate it. My hair is crunchy. It's like not as shiny as it used to be, but whatever. We're gonna make do. Speaking of Charlotte Tilbury, now we're going on to Tom Ford, who is like my spirit animal, my bae. I absolutely love Tom Ford shadows. You've seen this before, I've reviewed it before. Cognac Sable. You can't go anywhere with fall. If you're wearing a dark lip, this is definitely the way to go. It's so neutral, it's so pretty, it's not over the top. It's just perfection, honestly. And I will say, comparing this to the Charlotte Tilbury shadows, I think that the Tom Ford glitter is a little bit more cohesive. I don't know. I do have a little bit of fallout. I did notice that during lunch from the glitter shadows, and I never have fallout with my Tom Ford shadows. But yeah, Tom Ford is about $79 and Charlotte Tilbury is about $52, so I don't know that price differential. Maybe that is the fallout, the price of fallout. But yeah, I think hers are a little over the top. And when I kind of put these shadows on today, I was a little bit like, well, is this going to work appropriate? But I was already wearing it, so you know what, whatever. It's Wednesday. Sparkle. Get your sparkle on, girl. But it is very shimmery. That's why I think it's going to be so pretty for like holiday parties and weddings and stuff. Alright, moving on to the new stuff that you haven't seen. This is, let me take the brushes out. It comes with 2 little brushes. This is the Makeup Forever Artist Palette. It comes with 2 little brushes. I reviewed this for my vlog. And this is what this looks like. I love it because it's got a lot of neutral tones on one side, and then it's just a bunch of jewel tones, which are perfect for fall. There's only really 1 matte shade, so that's kind of like your transition shade, or if you're brown like me, maybe it'll have to be your highlight shade, but I just love it. They're so super creamy. There's that purple right there. Can you even Can you see? It's like so washed out. Whatever. I'll show you up close swatches and you can go to my blog and find them. But yeah, it's just so pretty. This is like my skin tone, so you're probably not going to see that one either. But let's get the blue. The one thing I will say is that the blue does stain. So that's no fun. But I love this. This is those, their new artist shadows. They kind of reformulated everything for their 30th anniversary, 30-year shindig mabobber thing. So yeah, these are just a really cool way to try out a bunch of those shadows without buying them individually. But these are really, really amazing shadows, and I love them. And look how cute the packaging is. It's sparkly, if you can't tell here, and it's so tiny. Like, usually you would think that something, this is like a normal eyeshadow size palette, but this is just like a baby, and it's so cute, perfect for travel. To continue on my little fall extravaganza palettes, this actually is not a brand new palette. You can't even get this anymore, but I'm going to talk about why I hate this in a second. And I talked about why I hated this. I hate the packaging when I reviewed it. This is from last year's Tarte Holiday Collection. And you see this, it's got one of those over films to tell you what the colors are, which I really don't like because I would like all of my shadows to be filled on the packaging. Like, how hard is that? Or at least on the back or something like that. But anyway, that's from last year. And look, a new surprise gem has shown up for fall this year. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Eyeshadow Palette Volume 2. And again, with the insert, I absolutely hate this insert. But anyway, it's such a lovely palette. I just really love it. This is one of my new neutral babies. It's just to die for. Like, is this on my blog yet? I'm not sure. I don't know, but if it is, I will leave the link down below. I actually can't remember. This is so bad. It's been a crazy week. But yeah, this is so gorgeous. I love that shade there. Let's do a swatch there. You can see it's just so pretty. They're all so neutral, and Tarte makes really amazing shadows, so I am just so much in love with everything about this. It's all neutral. There's a neutral tone in here for everyone. There's mattes, there's creams, there's all of the above. Well, creams, not creams. Mattes, there's shimmers, and all of the above. Now, it'll be no surprise that I'm talking about the next two palettes because they have been pretty much everywhere. And holy crap, guys, if you haven't seen on my last post on my blog, I did a little preview of the Lorac Pro palette, which is going to have 32 eyeshadows, 16 mattes, 16 shimmers, and it's coming out for holiday 2014. It's coming out on October 1st. Go look at that. I was sent the press images of the collection for holiday, and it's just so amazing. So amazing. So I'm really excited. But anyway, in the meantime, before those come out, Lorac 1 is really one of my favorites for fall. It looks so gross. I've used this so many times. But yeah, it's really my favorite for fall. Half matte, half shimmer, dark colors, a little bit of jewel tones. You really can't go wrong in here. I love that. And this is my new baby, Lorac Pro 2, which is a little cooler toned, which was kind of good for like a little bit of late summer, but you can carry this on, this jade shade especially. Carry it on to fall. There's plum, there's navy, there's black, and I love it. Again, these have all been reviewed on my blog, except for some of the newer ones. Still getting that. Oh, hello. Okay, let's go. Here we go with the Kat Von D. You kind of saw this earlier. I bought this because of this awesome orange shade, this Monarch, or what is it called? Wrath, Deadhead. I don't know. This Monarch shade, it's just so pretty. I love oranges, I love purples, I love blue liner, not really so much blue shadow in the fall. I just love jewel tones, and orange is just one of the highlight colors of fall, and it's just so pretty. And I actually love this palette. It's so creamy, so pigmented, so beautiful. Go check out that review as well. And here are the two that I mentioned that I really love for fall, and one of them is probably maybe a surprise if you've been watching my channel for a long time, but these are, let's start with the surprise. I actually wasn't that impressed with this when I first got this the NARSissit Palette. You actually can't get this palette, I don't think anymore, but all of these shades are already permanent shades, except for one, are already permanent shades in duos or in singles that NARS sells. So you can definitely get it there. Again, this doesn't have the shadows on it, but I think I kept the box, and when I reviewed on my blog, I wrote down, you know, what they all were, but this is like the best thing ever. And I never swatched it on my actual blog because they just honestly don't finger swatch the best. When you use a brush, it's just really pretty, so beautiful. And I'm obsessed with this shade here, which is Coconut Grove, I think, that you can get the single, and I just love it. You've got a highlight shade, you've got your shimmer shade, you've got a definer, you've got a liner. I'm sorry I ever doubted you, but you're so amazing now, and I really couldn't appreciate you when I first got you. But again, an oldie but a goodie. These are some of my favorite, top 5 favorite palettes, the Mercier Artists Palette. And I know she's already got one out, I don't know if it's holiday or if it's fall. She's got one with a artist palette with a cheek color in there now. But I have two artist palettes now, and I have most of the shades, and they're starting to repeat a little bit. But for instance, I know Vanilla Nuts for sure is in the new artist palette. And these are limited edition. But yeah, there's only like maybe 2 or 3 in here that are not permanent shades, but I just love it. African Violet is a permanent shade. It is my favorite purple shadow of like all time. This is Violet Ink. I just love it. This is the first artist palette. This was released for fall 2013, and there was an artist palette release spring of 2014, but I don't have my hands on the new artist palette yet. I don't know if I'm going to get it. I'm supposed to be saving money, but I kind of want it. I just love it. It's so pretty. If you love purple shadows, check out Laura Mercier. A lot of these shades are permanent, and you can still get them, and I love them. So those are my favorite shadow palettes for fall. Comment down below and tell me what some of your favorite shadow combos are for fall, and leave me any suggestions for a new video. Until my next one, I'll see you later. Bye. That's my neighbor. My upstairs neighbor. They're home. Making a lot of noise, as usual.